We are getting going. I'll tell you, it is getting hot and awesome going on in here. James is at the zucchini station. So he is he's chopping and grilling some zucchini. We've got some amazing things coming on here. We're going to be making some sauces, some tofu, some chicken, some veggies. It's grilling galore.
Oh yeah, we got it going on. Hey ladies, I don't know if you can see my Cuisinart here. I'm gonna try to put this. Oh yeah, you got it going on. Okay. Cool. So I picked this up at Target. I took the one I had to school, of course. Everything that's any good, I take to school. And we're closed down this week. Rose, can you push that just a little bit so my head isn't chopped off?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a Cuisinart. It was $99. Is that what it was? Yes. Okay, and this is going to make your life simple. So I'm going to just show you. It has the blade here, in case you don't know, and then it fits here, and then you just put it on, and you put it so it locks, and then you put the top on. This is the feeding tube right up here, and then when it locks, you can just go low, pulse, or high. All right, so what the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make pesto. So I said to Rose, what the biggest complaint a lot of people have is like, I eat real plain, I don't put sauces, I just put a little olive oil or butter on my food. And a little bit real simple on, spices. But I had a woman say to me, my husband, I'd like him to eat healthier, but he just doesn't like plain stuff. This guy likes flavor. I said, okay, well, we're going to teach you 5-6 sauces this week. So today we're kind of doing like an Italian style sauces. So I've got your just classic pesto. I've got aroma tomato basil salsa I'm going to make. And then I'm also going to make a green goddess. We serve this at the bistro. Everything has got a lot of herbs, a little garlic, a little cheese, nuts and some, and olive oil too. So I'm going to start off with your basic basil pesto, okay? Basil. This 4-ounce container is 2 cups. So when it calls for 2 cups, just take all the leaves off of here. This is perfect. So you need one of these 4-ounce. I think it cost me about $2.99, maybe $3.99 for this container. Okay, so I've already taken it off the stems. So I'm going to take my 2 cups for this box of leaves, all stemmed. I forgot to take the stem off of that one. And I'm going to stick it right in here like this. And I already toasted my pine nuts. You don't have to toast the pine nuts. You don't have to use pine nuts. You can use walnuts, almonds. Okay. So then I'm going to take a little bit of, what did I do? My pine nuts are right here. And what's great about pesto is you can just pop everything in there. So I've got my my half a cup of pine nuts. I've got a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I've got a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 clove of garlic, and then I'm going to squeeze. I always roll my lemon. I'm going to squeeze this lemon juice. This will keep it from going brown. And your pesto, you can freeze the pesto too. So I like to grow my basil in the, well, it froze now, but during the summer, I like to grow a lot of basil. Okay, so everything's in there. I'm going to put a little bit of salt to flavor, to taste, and then some ground black pepper. Okay, does it get easier than this? I don't think so. And you can also throw sun-dried tomatoes in here too. Oh my God. You can use cilantro. You can make with cilantro or parsley. So now I'm going to put this on, my lid on, and I am going to turn it on. This is so simple. It's looking good. I'm going to just put just a little more olive oil in here. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to scrape the sides. Rose. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. So I'm just gonna pulse it. Okay, I'm gonna get another bowl.
So while you're doing that, can I zip over and show them what James is doing with the zucchini?
Yeah, I just want to show them,
Yeah.
I just want to show them, this is done now. Be careful, these blades are very sharp. All right, and if you can see this cool pesto, oh, you can just see those pine nuts in there, how delicious that looks. So we got some great pesto going on here. So grow the basil in your yard. Is that amazing? Such a good fat, Rose. This we're going to add to spaghetti squash. So yeah, you can toss your spaghetti squash in this. You can put it on your meat. You can marinate with this. Chicken, oh my gosh. And if you put sun-dried tomatoes, great flavor. So I'm going to set this
would you do 2 tablespoons of that for a fat? Because
Yes.
It's got all the basil. It's not just 1. That's what I would do as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would count this as 2 tablespoons of your fat. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to gear up for, we're going to do, the next one we're going to do is green goddess, but show them what Jane picked, because I've already got, it's the same herbs into the green
Oh, perfect.
goddess.
So you don't even need to rinse it.
No rinsing.
Yay. Okay, James, what is going on over here, babe?
I make zucchini, and I added a hit ingredient that I showed earlier. I put it right outside Nana's camera, if you guys could zoom in on it. So anyways, in the zucchini, how I do it, I have it cut a certain way. If you do it in, say, the circular shape, then as you cook it, it won't cook all the way through. In fact, it'll cut through the thing because it's so thin. And so
it gets like soggy, huh?
It gets soggy and thin. The seeds from the inside come out and you're like, ugh. The way I cut it is if you go diagonal on the way and keep rotating it one by one, because it has the thickness of going in. So then when you go in, and gets that crispness instead of the sogginess. And when you get the seeds, the best part of it is that the seeds leak out all its juice to have a good variety of the fruit and the seasoning without over seasoning it or under seasoning it.
That's
Wow,
magnificent,
chef.
right?
He's a chef.
All right, so we got a big old grill going on here, and you have it. Did you say that you had a secret seasoning in here?
I had a secret seasoning in here.
You added a secret seasoning. All right.
I have to rewash it. And also, on the zucchini, or any vegetable, to get the perfect grill, it's where you place the zucchini is where the grill is gonna be. I like to particularly place it in the middle, where it gets in the middle of 2 rims, where it gets burnt on both sides. If you can see right here, it gets burnt on both sides, which add the crispness. So the moisture in the middle of it to get that sweet and green, and you can taste like the nutrition in the zucchini and the burnt, and not the burnt but grilled sides of the zucchini to get that nice seasoning and flavorful piece.
Can you lift them up? Can you put
I
them on this
feel like you have to tell us the secret ingredient, James. It's somewhere in here?
It's somewhere in here.
Somewhere in here.
I'll give you a hint. Dash. I like the dash.
The dash.
The dash. The
Okay.
dash. And the
I'll find out
hue.
what it is and let you know.
And the other one is it rhymes with.
It rhymes with Cupid?
Yeah, there's one that rhymes with Cupid.
Okay.
and,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
So
I'm
you're
just-
gonna put it, and then what I want you to do is move these forward, and can you start my, my eggplant too? So he's gonna do, grilled eggplant, and oh my gosh, this Roma tomato basil salsa that I'm gonna put on that grilled eggplant. You can saute this. So I'm gonna start off, this is our green goddess. I know I'm jumping all over the place. So you don't have to, when you make pesto, you can make green goddess too, and they last a week in your refrigerator. So this is 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 2% Greek yogurt. And I'm gonna put that in here. You can use this as a salad dressing. You can use this on your meat. It's wonderful. Green goddess is wonderful. Then I take this is a cup of Italian parsley. This is a cup of this has got tarragon, fresh basil, fresh chives in here, a little bit of oregano, all your different fresh herbs. You stick them in here and you do 1 cup of fresh herbs. There's cilantro, tarragon. Oh, it's got such good stuff in here. Okay, so I'm going to put that in here. Then I'm going to do again the squeeze of 1 whole lemon. It's like 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So we're going to squeeze this. Okay. Nothing like fresh squeezed lemon juice. I'm going to put a little salt, a little cracked pepper. And this green goddess, it's capers and olive oil. So I'm going to put the capers, 2 teaspoons of capers, and I will add some more olive oil depending on how it goes, how thick I want. Okay, so I'm going to start off again with low. Oh, I wish you could smell this. How good. You smell that?
Oh, yeah.
Basil leaf guts. You could throw an avocado in here. You could do a half a cup of yogurt and avocado. You could use mayonnaise instead of yogurt. I think I like the yogurt. I like the yogurt. Okay. Ooh, that looks so delicious. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to take out this. If you want to thin it out a little bit, you could add a little milk. You could add a little more olive oil. Okay. Anyway, this is the green goddess. Can you just see how beautiful that is? Okay. So like I said, you could do half mayonnaise and avocado. That would be great for your green goddess. You can use just regular yogurt if you want it to be a little thinner. Mine's a little thicker.
So this is interesting. You use the 2% yogurt. So how would you count this? Is this counted as a fat? Is this like part of a protein?
I would count it as, you know what? I don't.
Isn't that an
do
interesting,
calories.
yeah.
You know, I just say when you have dressing, you know, it's up to you. You know what kind of what works for your body. So some people need a little more fat. Some people need a little less. This is wonderful for if you had a party and you want to put this out and you put crudité out there with your green goddess. This also thin it out a little bit and you can use it on salad, you know, on your dressing. It is wonderful on your chicken, on salmon. I mean, green goddess is just so versatile. The same with your pesto. I would add, you could add a little pesto. You could put a block of cream cheese out and put a little pesto on the top of that. You can do it. You can put it on your chicken. You can put it on your vegetables. You can put it on your steak. Pesto is very versatile, very wonderful. And like I said, you can add sun-dried tomatoes to that. You can use different kinds of herbs. I kind of went out of the picture. Sorry. Okay. So the final one we're going to do is to get your skills here. it's your chopping skills. Now on this Roma tomato basil salsa, you can make this up ahead of time, and you can see how I hold my knife like this. I'm holding this, I go 4 times. And what you're gonna do is you're going to dice the tomatoes like this.
Is this the one that they have at the bistro that's served with the chicken for catering?
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my
yes,
God,
yes.
it's so
You
good.
can- okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of different ways, and we're gonna use it a couple of different ways. So tomorrow when we do baking, I'm gonna do the salmon, like when I put the salmon in the oven and I poach it out, what I do is I put this salsa right on the top, and then I roast it in the oven. And the tomatoes, because of the little bit of oil, caramelize on top of the salmon, and the liquid comes out of the tomatoes and kind of poaches the chicken underneath, but gives it this wonderful flavor. Okay, so I've got my 1 pound of tomatoes. Don't worry about taking out the core. Then you're going to take your basil leaf, and you are going to chiffonade your basil leaf. So you're going to go like this, lay them, and you're going to roll them kind of like a cigar. And then you're going to chiffonade. And it goes like this. And you're going to take some red onion and fine dice the red onion. And this is your preference. If you want bigger chunks of onion, that's okay too. So I'm going to put the onion in there. You can just see how that, I like a lot of onions, so I'm going to put that in there. This. Okay. And I'm going to take a clove of garlic, and I'm going to kind of slice it real small. And then I'm going to you can also use the frozen garlic that you get, that frozen fresh garlic, and you want it to be small because you don't want to get a big clove of garlic, because sometimes you're going to eat this raw. Sometimes you're going to cook with it. It can go either way. So I'm going to put this in here. Okay, so now I've got my tomato, my basil, everything. Oh, this is just, I don't know if you can see that.
I need to come closer. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to do my olive oil over the top. 2 tablespoons, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. And then you're going to just let this marinate. So it'll last a couple of days. And it'll start to, the vinegar is going to break it down a little bit. That's okay.
God, that on chicken is seriously a dream of heaven. It's a dream of heaven.
And like I said, you can, a little bit of salt. Don't be afraid to use salt. You need salt in your diet. Whoop, drop that one on the floor. And then a little cracked pepper. So we have our 3 sauces. So you have dressings, marinades, and I'm going to be including these sauces in what we're cooking. Roma tomato basil salsa. Right like that. Okay, James, you got this going on. Whoa, this is.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Okay, get these are done. Get them off, and I'm going to put the grill the toaster now.
Oh, these 2 aren't done yet, though.
Wow, James doing good grilling that eggplant, man. Cool. You got your zucchini in the back there.
Whew, that's a little soft.
Yeah, perfect. Woo, looking good. All right.
Okay, so now I've got my chicken. And again, all you have to do is just put a little salt and pepper like what James has got going on over there. You ready, James? So let's pull the zucchini off. Turn this on high in the back. Put the zucchini on this plate here. These are all done. Stack them over there.
Yep, I can help you with that too.
Yeah, if you could clear that off and then I can put the tofu on.
Sure can.
Okay, so I've sliced up my tofu. And again, I don't have to do a lot of seasoning to my chicken or to my tofu because the sauces I'm gonna be able to put on top of here. So we got our veggies that are done with the secret seasoning. They're almost done. Just leave all of the flavors on that pan. Turn everything on for me high.
Okay.
So I can bring over the chicken.
Okay.
So the veggies went first. So there's like salt and pepper and a little garlic salt and all of his secret seasonings on there. Leave them on there. Okay. So now I'm going to come over.
Cool. Then you want it on high?
Want it on high heat. I'm going to do a little spray.
I'm in a mess with salt.
There we go.
Okay. I'm going to put this other eggplant, I'll put it in the middle to kind of separate and I put a little salt on the eggplant because the eggplant has, it's a nightshade and it'll turn brown and has a bitter flavor. But if you put a little salt, it pulls that out, just like in potatoes are nightshades also, and they get brown from the air. Same thing happens with eggplant. And I don't want it to have that bitter flavor. So I put a little bit of salt and I let it, and it kind of neutralizes that flavor. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tofu here, and I'm going to put my chicken here. I like chicken thighs because I like the dark meat. It has a little bit more flavor than the white meat. It's going to pick up all the flavors on this pan. So I've got 1 pound of tofu. I got 1 pound, looks like I got about, I don't even think that's a pound. That's like 3/4 pounds of chicken. My tofu right here. I got my eggplant. I got eggplant and zucchini. I got my sauces. The only thing we got to do is bring out the rice. Bring on the rice, Rose. Do you having rice today?
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
We already
did the rice sitting in the fridge. So I'm going to wash my hands. I'll be right back. So Rosie's going to be bringing out, you're going to be bringing out a little cheese so that we can make, did you want to do that, Rose?
Yeah, you're going to do the little eggplant.
So I'm going to take one of my sauces here. I'm going to take this sauce here, the tomato Roma basil salsa, and I'm going to saute it up, just a little bit of it. Because I told Rose, we're going to make like a little eggplant parmesan, Cindy style. Can I get the tongs from there? Thanks. So my chicken, oh, you can see it's picking up color, but it's also picking up flavors. It's kind of cleaning up. You ever been to Benihana's and at the end, they do the veggies to kind of clean up all the flavor? Well, that's what we're doing here. So all my tofu's got it going on. It's got some nice color on that tofu. Like it, Rose. Okay, so my eggplant.
So am I doing, I'll do 2 ounces of cheese.
Yeah. Okay. So this is all like cooking away. Can you show them what's happening there, Rose?
Yeah. Get a little closer.
Get it a little closer so you can see the meat, the eggplant, and the tofu. And you can see you could put the chimichurri, not chimichurri, you could put the pesto on this. You could put the pesto anywhere over here. You can put a little pesto. I'm gonna have to do your tomato on the top here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Put a little of the juice. I'm gonna saute this up. I'm gonna cook this down slightly. You wanna get a little bowl for this, Rose?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I can put this right on like salmon and put it in the oven, have my oven on 400 degrees, put this over the top, and then as it browns from the oven, it poaches the salmon underneath. It comes out so amazing and so wonderful. And then you could serve it on top of spaghetti squash, and you can toss your spaghetti squash, use like a tablespoon of your fat for the pesto, toss the spaghetti sauce in that, put that salmon with this Roma tomato basil salsa on the top. Fabulous. Or you can do it with chicken. Chicken would be real good too. Exactly the same way. So I got this going on. Okay, so I'm gonna want a little plate for this. You wanna weigh out your, get your eggplant, how much you want on your plate?
Okay, cool. I can do that.
Good. So Rose is gonna get that ready. And the balsamic vinegar caramelizes these tomatoes. It's gonna all be ready at the same time. Wow, 1 minute to go. Rose, we're almost done. Awesome. So I hope you like what we did today. Cool. Layer that just a little bit.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Is this?
Yeah, there you go. You good? So this is a done deal. You're going with all your veggies. Good. Chicken's almost done. Good flavors going on. You ready, Rose?
Yep.
Okay, so we got the tomato on the top. Then you're gonna put your cheese on the top.
Okay, I already read that out.
Okay. So I'm gonna move this eggplant over here. Good job. Our tofu's done.
What?
So I got the tofu. This is wild, so delicious. And I got 2 meals here. I got my chicken for tonight. Tofu's done.
I had to put a little bit of that tomato right on top, be a little bit more fun looking. Yes, beautiful. So I got my veggie, I got my protein as my cheese, and then I got some of my fat because you put olive oil in with those tomatoes, right?
Very little.
Oh, very little.
You can still do another tablespoon of pesto right on the top of their Rose.
Oh,
or you could do the dressing, the green goddess.
I don't know. I think the pesto is where the jam is at.
Amazing. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. And what are we doing tomorrow? Steaming. We're steaming.
Amazing.
We're steaming, and I'm making some peanut sauce, and I'm making the tahini. So we'll have 2 wonderful sauces along with the other ones that we got there. Okay, great. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your meal. Life is, oh, yes. Yes.
Thank you, Mama.
Bye, guys.
All right. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful day and get creative in the kitchen. It's fun. Love ya.